All right. It's recorded, Karen. It's all yours.
Okay. Well, first of all, guys, thank you so much. I am honored to get to be on here today. We were talking with some of the young ladies in Ohio, and they're like, you know what would be the best is for us to be able to learn from people like Charlie. And so Shani reached out and brought her on for us. But guys, I want to just first introduce Charlie. She's absolutely incredible. She hit diamond in 9 months, and she has never had experience in network marketing. When I heard her story about, her passion is to help people with mental health and to love on people, to give people that hope. And it's just so exciting to me. I've been in the industry a long time, but to see people, Charlie, like yourself, that came on and just set the world on fire, and you still are, I can't tell you how incredible that we feel that we get to watch people grow the way that you are growing your business. And so I am just honored. Thank you so much for saying yes and hopping on here with us. It's such a joy to see you making things happen and changing people's lives. So I just want you guys to meet Charlie. I also have an amazing Diamond from Ohio. She's on, and she's going to be doing the interviewing. So she's a new Diamond, amazing woman. She actually hit Diamond really quick too, and she'll tell her story in just a moment. But Tara, would you go ahead and unmute yourself? And yes. I just want you to hop on. You have an incredible team. You just recruited an amazing guy that just came on board with us. So Tara, I'm going to turn the call over to you.
Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me, Dr. Chi and Karen, for setting this up. Charlie for being on. We are so excited to be doing this today because what's happening in the UK seems to be a little different than what's happening here in the United States. I joined Talentus on June 1st, 2019, and I was able to hit Diamond in just 90 days. We enrolled a lot of people really quick, and about half of them have fizzled out. We still have a great team that's motivated and willing and ready to work. And we just decided that, hey, we need a new approach. We need the excitement over there. It gives me goosebumps. I'm so excited watching. We celebrate with you guys all of your promotions as well. So Charlie, we want you to come on. We are so appreciative that you are here today with us, and we want you to give us all the advice and help us grow and learn over here by taking advantage of what you guys are doing in the UK. So can you come on and say hello?
Hi. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So, would you just like me to introduce myself, or do you want to ask questions?
If you want to share, a little bit about your story, and then we have some questions that we gathered from the team here, and we'll ask you, and then you can help answer those.
Okay, perfect. So, hi everybody, I'm Charlie. So, I am British, but I live in Spain. So this is my life. And I joined Talentus in August 2019 with no previous network marketing experience. For me, it was something that it was an opportunity too good enough to be missed. So the way that I seen it is I see the vision of it. I looked at the bigger picture rather than what can happen now. And when I started doing this, I've obviously got things wrong quite a lot on the way because, like I said, I had no previous experience before. But everything was a learning curve for me, and I was willing to learn, willing to change things to find what was good for me. Now, one of the things that I'm very, very passionate about is mental health. My own mental health. It was something that I started bringing a lot of people into my team who have the same struggle. So I stopped focusing on the money and what the business can do for me and what it could do for other people. So my main focus is to help people. Now, one of my favorite thing in the world to say is we rise by lifting others. Like it's a very powerful saying, and I won't get anywhere in my life if I don't help other people, and it's such a passion of mine too. It was never, wasn't always like that. It was, everything in my life was always quite a negative thing. I come from an abusive childhood. I come from no money. I don't have any pleasant stories to tell from my upbringing or anything like that. But the only thing that I could do was I could change it, and I know that with this opportunity I can change it massively in a few years' time. Like, obviously I'm in the process of changing it now. I'm in the process of working with my mental health, and I think that this business has offered something that has nothing in my life has ever offered me before. So the way that I look at this is I look at my upline, I look at Laura and Hannah, and I see how they do it, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I wanted to stand out. But I think I stood out without realising I was standing out until people started telling me, like, you different. And this is what kind of brought me into building my team. So I started in August, and then come January, everybody had fell off because, like I said, I was making a lot of mistakes along the way. And then I realised what I should be doing, like my niche. And I went from having 0 team members in January, and I've got around 90 now. Obviously some drop off, some keep growing. I went from making 0 money to making a 4-figure week every week. And obviously I hit diamond in 9 months with no previous experience. And I think if I can do it, anybody, every single person is on their own individual journey. And I think if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. You gave me goosebumps there also. So well, and we're so excited for you. So we want to ask you, with all of your excitement, because clearly you have lots of excitement right now as your business is booming, how exactly are you presenting the opportunity to people? What are you sharing to get them to come into Valentis with us?
So one of the things that I do is I don't really talk about the money side of it. Yes, everybody does join it for the money, to earn money. And the money will come, but I'm all about changing your life. But one of the biggest things I do is, the first question that I ask a lot of people is, are you willing to step out of your comfort zone? We work on what it is that they struggle with, and then we take baby steps to get them, to push them that little bit further, whether it's a voice note, sending a message on Facebook, doing a live video, coming on a Zoom call, coming on video on a Zoom call. All these little things is to be confident, and then that'll help them progress as a person, and then eventually it helps them progress in the business. So I work with them on a mental scale rather than a business scale first, and I build that relationship up with that person. I find out what it is that they want from this opportunity. If they obviously think that they're going to be a millionaire in 2 weeks' time, I'm like, that's not going to happen. And so from there, we work out what they actually want to achieve from this, and then I help them figure out what we could do to make them achieve that.
That's wonderful. And that's all you can do, is ask how you can help them, and do, in fact, just that, help them. And their journey will blossom as well. Yeah. So one of the other questions that the team had come up with, once you do enroll a business partner, and you have that relationship set, what specific weekly or daily task are you encouraging them to do to help promote and grow their business and share with others as well?
Well, I actually have a structure, and a lot of people ask me to do the structure, but it wasn't my structure that I created. I was invited into a group a couple of months ago called the 90-Day Challenge, and I used that structure, but I changed it to myself, to my own personal structure. So it would be adding people on social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. Deleting people as you go along. It would be messaging X amount of people, it would be your content, it would be, I also have a minimum of 5 different options for content, whether it's business related or not, because eventually it'll turn into business related. And then so I have a list of things, and then I go from a point structure. So I set weekly incentives for my team, whether it's to win a new diary or a pro planner. I actually did a holiday for one of my incentives when I was going for my diamond promotion. And it's just kind of like, we have a group chat. So one of the things as well is, when I build a relationship with somebody, I need them to know that you have to work hard if you want to achieve something good for them. And then I set it up in my group. I've got a training group. I set it up in a training group, and I take a minute and I say, you go off this every day, pick 5 tasks that you feel comfortable with, do for 5, 6, 7 days, and then on the 8th day you add a task in, another task in. So you build it in gradually, and then eventually it will become second nature to you to do them tasks.
Fantastic. That sounds wonderful. And obviously they are taking advantage of your lead, and they're doing what you're encouraging them to do, and you all are finding massive success. And I think I have a group chat with some of my ladies as well, and we're like, did you see what happened over there today? And I feel like that message comes through daily. We are so excited watching you guys. We do have a question about the products. What do you see, or what do you think are the products that are highest in demand over in the UK?
Well, I'm actually in Spain, but no, that's okay. A lot of my customers and my team are in the UK. I actually don't have a team in Spain, which obviously is what I'm working on at the moment. But at the moment is Emulin. I absolutely love Emulin. And this is for, I actually offered my friend's son, and he has really bad psoriasis, which is a skin condition, and it really, really, really cleared it up. Obviously, again, a lot of the products are not for resale in the UK, so we've got to obviously promote the coffee and things like that. But for me personally, is the trim, the coffee, and the Emulin are my 3 favorite products.
Those would be probably mine as well. I love those. And Emulin is such an amazing product. My husband takes Emulin, and it helps with his knees as a retired athlete. So I think that's wonderful. So another question is, what do you think has been the most important part of your journey? What do you think has been the absolute most important key to your success?
Not giving up. There's been so many times where I probably wanted to give up, even if I'm having a bad day, like personally, mentally, within the business. There's a lot of pressure on. I went from having 0 team members to 90 team members. Obviously, I get pressure from them as well. I get a lot of pressure on myself, but I work quite well with pressure. But one of the biggest things is not giving up and allowing yourself to, every day where you want to give up is a day that you need to work harder than you've ever worked from the day before, because they're the days that something big's going to happen.
I absolutely love that, and I think that's been my favorite response ever, because you are correct. The only way you cannot succeed is if you quit. If you keep going and going, the success will come. That's great. So we're all cheering you on. We're so excited. We're so excited for the time here. Do you have any additional tips or any advice for any of the reps in this for their journeys as well?
I think a lot of people need to believe in themselves. I think a lot of people need to work on the confidence. They need to allow themselves to be pushed out of the comfort zone. They need to work on their weaknesses and then turn them into strengths. And I think as well, like working in Valentis and doing something this amazing, like a lot of people don't see the vision in this, and I know that I do. And it's trying to pass that on to somebody else and teach them to think how we think, so that when you are presenting them with this opportunity, they see the bigger picture. And I think watching all the training videos, like Dr. T is a huge inspiration to everybody here. And even for me, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's asked me to come on. It's kind of some, I look at other people, I think if they can do it, then they can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So I kind of explain my success and my story to people, so that they understand that I am just a normal person, and I have a relatable story to quite a lot of people. So if I can do it, they can do it.
That's wonderful. And I agree. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4, and being on this journey, that's what I say. If I can do this, you can do this, because clearly I assumed in the beginning my network was much smaller. But when you put your heart and passion into something, people see that and they want to be a part of that. And as you mentioned, Dr. Chi, Valentis in itself is a family. And I really find true happiness working. You know, Dr. Chi does not work he works directly with us, but we're not in his, downline, so to say. So, and same with you. Anybody in this company that's above us, if you reach out, they will help you. So I find that as well. One of the questions I think that I got asked the most to ask you is, the business kit. You can start with the Ruby package. And I know that you guys are doing it a little different over there. How are you bringing business partners into Valentis?
So in the UK, here in Spain, we can go straight in with a 16 box with the Business Builder Pack. And in the UK, it's a 6 box. So you start at Platinum, and then you've got 8 days to turn that into Ruby, to do your 10 box. So after 8 days, sorry, you can turn it into Ruby to your 10 box order. I let people know that because initially people join for the money side of this. So obviously for the retail profit, they will make more money by ordering a 6 box than they will order a 3 box or a 1 box. Because we have a larger shipping charge and things like that here as well. And I think if people realize, also what I do is I send people into my group chat so that they can see the energy. They can ask any questions in case they think that I'm just trying to get money out of them or anything like that. But I actually tend to get my team to do a lot of 36 box orders, the Career Success Pack, just because I think once they've done that, they make a huge profit from it and they can see that these products do work. I am also a big product of the product. I've got lots of different result pictures from a lot of different products. I show people that these products work because I'm showing them that they work and I'm not just some random person. That gives them that little bit more trust in me in order to buy whichever packet is that they're going to buy.
That's wonderful. And you're right. You can whatever package works for the individual coming in is how you work and help them grow. And I can see why people are so attracted to you. I can feel the excitement coming off. So thank you so much for your time today. Like I said, we're cheering you on, not just here in Ohio and the United States, but I know the entire company is watching what's going on with your team and a lot of your girls. And we're so excited. And thank you so much for being here and sharing all that great information with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored.
So Karen, do you want to come on?
Yes, thank you so much, Tara. Thank you. Great interview. Charlie, you could have had every excuse, honey. You didn't.
No,
And
never.
so I just want you to know that, y'all know I'm a ball bag, but I listened to your story and I said, why would anyone ever use an excuse to not change their life? And like you said, you came from 0 to earning 5 figures a week. How does that happen? It happens because of your goals and your heart of wanting to change lives, including your own. And so I can't tell you how grateful I am that you were on sharing your heart. You know what? That's what makes people successful. When you share your heart and all you do is pour into people and love them, give them the love and let them feel your passion. They don't care what you know. They don't care where you came from. All they want to know is that you truly care about them. Yeah. And as Dr. Chi says all the time, you know, it doesn't matter where you come in. It just matters that we are there to support and lift others up and bless others. Yeah. And so the people that you change, Charlie, it's limitless. And you. And I just want you to know, I cannot wait to see you on stage, walking across stage, making a difference in people's lives. And you totally touched our hearts today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Dr.
Chi, do you have anything to close?
I'll tell you this, Charlie, you got me going, Charlie. You know that? What you talked about, what you mentioned has been very, very gratifying for everybody here. And it's the same message that you hear from all over the company. And what our reasons are, the reason we're doing this is for everybody else. And I tell people like over here, Charlie, look, see, I have this, right? Look, I mean, that's the focus. And I tell you, I mean, we have everything in place. And that's why I love this. I love Valentis. And that's the reason why I came over for Valentis. I mean, I know a lot of you don't know my history and my full story, but you know, I left a company because the culture was so toxic. I left $30,000 a month. I just left. Here it is, I'm gone. And people were shocked. People said, why would you leave that type of money? People are looking for that type of income. And we want that dream income, but you just left that income. I go, it's not about the income. It's about the culture. It's about the toxicity. It's about the positive. You know, we don't have, you know, when a business becomes toxic, where there is no camaraderie, there is no teamwork throughout the entire company, there is no reason to stay. That makes sense. And so That's why I came over here. I came over here because of what we have right now. I didn't come over for the comp plan. I know the products. I know, in this industry, every company is good with the products and everything, but the key is, do they have the culture that we have, right? Do they have where we can contact everybody for help without needing permission? In our other company, if you are the diamond, Charlie, I gotta ask you permission to go into your team to help your team. That's how crazy it was. And so that's the difference we have here. And you all have to realize this is I've been mentioning this a lot, and because I have great conversations with Dave. I had conversation with Dave all the time, and it's so inspiring and so motivation. It's so emotional because he is such a strong person and he's such an emotional person. And even though we don't think about it, but him and I, we have the same journey per se. We went through the same thing. We went through toxicity. We went through all kind of craziness. And then he created this entire business, this entire culture, because he wanted to help people. And so, my message to you is to all of you is this, don't focus. Obviously, the everything is there. We have the 5 different packages. Like I always say, you're right, Charlie, and everybody's, all of you are right, focus on helping those individuals. It doesn't matter what package they start, because I tell you, when someone wants it so bad, it doesn't matter what package they're getting at. I mean, I promise you, if you find somebody who wants it so bad to change their current situation, they will do whatever it takes. And if they can only afford $59, hey, let them start at $59 for $20. But I can assure you, with their drive, with their wanting to making things happen, wanting to make a change for themselves, they will do it. They will go out there and retail what you just said. I tell people, yeah, retail, but retail to recruit, not just retail to make money. Retail to make money is nothing. Might as well go back to your job if you just retail on focusing, making money, because you will eventually die out of being tired of being this and that, because you're not going to make the kind of income that you really want to make, because you have to retail every day to make what you want to make. Whereas if you build residual income, if you build on the whole thing about leveraging people, leveraging like all the different businesses, all the, your jobs are leveraging us, right? Our job is leveraging us. The franchises, the McDonald's and the Starbucks and the Burger King and all those franchise, they're leveraging other people's effort. And so why not? We take advantage of that so you can stay home, you can work, you get paid while you're sleeping, no matter what. And sometimes people understand, they always retail. But I love the way you talk about it, Charlie, because I've seen the entire UK market, from Shani, from Laura, from Beth, and from Hannah, and everybody over there. They retail, but they retail in a way where they give the new people to pre-enroll, and they give those people a vision that they cannot say no to. And that's what, think about this. Imagine if you're 20 years old, you're 18 years old. Actually, that's a very, very difficult area, I mean, in terms of age, for somebody to join this business. Because at that age, you have so much negativity from your friends, so much opinions, right? From your colleagues of that age. And at that point in time, it's very hard, actually, to see an 18-year-old to about 25-year-old succeed in this business. And I give so much gratitude and so much respect. And I'm admired by all you all over there in the UK, because in the European market, because majority of everybody is so young. And it is hard, because I remember when I was in my 20s, I was busy studying. I'd never focused on business. There is no way in the world that I will be so focused on this. We get pulled one way by our friends, another way by our friends to do this and that, and we will never focus on something, like this. And we have that here. And that's why I love what you all are doing over there in the European market. And you are just, just giving the people the vision. And exactly what you said, Charlie, you really, really focus on helping other people. Like I said, I tell people, do not focus on your ranking at all whatsoever, because it does you no good at all whatsoever at all, because you can be the top rank in the world, but it doesn't do anything. But people got to realize that, how we achieve our ranks is because of the people we have helped, right? There's no way we can become a diamond, double diamond, whatever rank we are, unless we have a group of people we're helping. And so
you have to have a drive.
That's right. You have to have that drive. You have to help people to have success. And that's why I don't when I came over from the other company, I was the top rank in the other company. But I didn't take that with me. Does that make sense? Because it's useless. It's useless. Because no one came over with me from the other company. I didn't need anybody. Because you know what? There's 7 billion people on the planet. You cannot say, I don't know anyone. You just got to go out there and make it happen. And like I said before, how bad do you want it, right? And so within you, because you know what? In 18 years of my career in this industry, and even in my medical industry, I don't need to get motivated. I don't need to pay for a motivational class or whatever. I don't pay thousands of dollars to get motivated. I never done it because I know I'm my own motivation, right? Yeah. Because I have my own goals. I have my drive. And one of those goals is to help other people. That's why I went to medical school. That's why I went to be a doctor, because I invested $400,000 to become a doctor. That's not some fun. That's a lot of debt. But I didn't do it for the money. And same thing here for this business, in this industry, especially with us in Valentis. It's not about the money. Yes, the money is there. The money is the bottom line anyway, like you said, Charlie, but it is not the primary goal. The primary goal is to help as many people as possible achieve something. Because like you said, Charlie, and like I've seen Beth, I've seen Shani, I've seen Hannah, and all the different leaders over there in the UK, for example, and all throughout the Valentis, they post like a simple thing like, oh my gosh, that team member, that person was able to pay off this $800 debt. Or, oh my God, they were able to put more food on the table. Oh my God, they were able to give their kids more options when they went to the grocery store. I mean, I went through all that. I was here in America when we were young, and there were things we couldn't get because my parents couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to think about this. I want you to dig deep within you. Find something throughout your lifetime that you struggle with, and but you couldn't control that situation because maybe your parents couldn't help you. Your grandparents couldn't really change their situation. And use that experience. Use that suffering. Use that suffering to the point where you are so motivated to take that out of you and to use that and to turn that into positive energy and to focus on helping other people. And when you do that, because we all know that the majority of the people on the planet are suffering right now. More than ever, right? More than ever because of what's going on. But you know what? This is the opportunity for us. We are having more growth now than we had before. Why? Because more people are inclined to saying yes now than before. So what you all need to do is go back to the people that you talked to a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and reach out to them and just create a conversation with them. Like, how are you doing, Tara? How are you doing, Leonie? How are you doing, Michelle? What can we help you with? Or just ask them, how are you doing? And you know what? When you listen to what they say, and when they start opening up to you, and they will tell you their problems. They will tell you their depressions. They will tell you their anxieties. They will tell you what they're suffering from right now and what they are in need of. And all you have to do is respond, you know what, Tara? I really feel that I have a solution for you to look at. And once you pour your heart, pour your soul and passion into them, into their situation that they are right now suffering from, oh my gosh, you will eventually just open up a door of hope, of blessings, of greatness for those people who are suffering right now, because they do need this more than ever. More than ever. So, I first of all, you have to believe in yourself, and I believe in each and every one of you. We all do. We know that you have it within yourself to do this. You just gotta let us help you. If you are, you can't, let's say you feel uncomfortable about getting out of your comfort zone, let us do the work for you. Like, let us do the work for you. Let us be the third party edification for you. Get them into the webinar or create a chat room. Like, let's say, for example, I'll give you a good example. Jen Melendez, she is a Crown Diamond, but you know what? She met somebody who is very, very powerful in the way where this lady was a motivational speaker. She's out there empowering Hispanic women on stage talking. But instead of doing a webinar for herself, for that lady, she asked me to do it. And you see, you don't need to worry about what your ranks are. You just gotta get yourself out of the way and let someone else go into it and do it for you, because it will make things a lot easier for you than you try and do it for yourself. And what's amazing is, you know, that lady joined at the Emerald Pack because she goes, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Thank you so much. I feel at home just by talking to the two of you. It's because, you know what? You got to pour yourself, pour your heart, pour your passion, and be real to people. You know, like you said, Charlie, you know what, or Tara, I mean, it's not a get quick rich thing. It never promised people that. If you get that from other people saying, you know what, come on here, join us. You have to do anything. You just sit there and you can make millions. It's not real. You know what? Run away from those people. You know, run away from those false people where they try to get you to join their company by saying that. It's never like that. It's always going to be work, work, work. You're going to go through a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers. And so I want to finish up with this is we're all on this journey. We're all on this hiking trip to the top of Mountain Valentis. And understand why I say that is because think about this. If you were hiking by yourself on top, go towards the top of that mountain, you will quit sooner than later because you will get unmotivated, you get depressed, you get negativities in your mind that, oh, I can't do this. You fell down, you hurt yourself, you bled, you scratched yourself, and you became so negative because you are the only one there. And you can't pull yourself up because mentally you became drained. You got tired, so on and so forth. But when you go together as a team, like what we're doing now, when we struggle, when we got hurt, when we get hurt through negativities, when our friends said no, when people say it's a scam, it's a pyramid, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. We have each other to pull each other up. We have each other to drag each other, to grab our hand, your hands, and we pull you forward towards the top of that mountain. And that's the reason why I say is because plug into what we do every day, every week is very important. And the only difference between someone who's very successful and someone who's not is that person who didn't succeed or whatever. They don't plug in. It's all about plugging in. I plug in. I go into John's webinar. I go into Mitch's webinar. I go into whoever's webinar if I can do it time-wise because you know what? It's not about me. It's not because whether I have a guest or not. It's not about that. If you have a guest, perfect. I want you to always find one or two guests onto a webinar. But if you don't have a guest, go on there and learn because we're in the whole entire business of Valentis University where we will learn as we earn. We're always learning. If you think you don't need to learn, then you're in the wrong place because it doesn't matter how many years you've been in this business. You will always be learning because every time I hear Karen, every time I hear Mark, or even the both Marks here on here, the KISS coach and Mark Movies, every time I hear them talk, I go, oh my God, I picked up something new. See, that's what plugging in is. I tell people, never miss a corporate call. I don't miss a corporate call. Sometimes I miss a live one because, let's say, for example, Mondays, I can't get onto a Monday call because I'm in my office seeing patients. But you know what? There's what we call valentiscalls.com. So no one can say, I missed a call. Jen was busy as a full-time nurse. She goes on a call afterward when she can. Or sometimes she's busy with patient or busy in her office. She still goes on with her headset on. And that's called commitment. That's called dedication. That's called focus. That's called wanting it bad. Because someone like her does not even know anything about this industry at all, never even own a business, and doesn't even know anything about businesses, and gets on this business and becomes so coachable where she lets everything out and let herself be a part of the system. You gotta let yourself end up being the system itself. You got to ingrain in there, and you got to have a vision. You have to envision yourself that you will be a diamond, you will be a structured emerald, you'll be a ruby, whatever step you trying to reach, you got to envision that. Because if you don't envision that, it's not going to happen because you don't have belief. And so I want you to imagine what's going to happen, where you want to be. Do a dream board. If you want to see it, do a dream board. Okay, that way you post it onto your wall or in your mirror or somewhere. Do it so you see it every day, even in your car. Post sticky notes somewhere to tell you that whenever you go somewhere, you have these goals you want to meet. You have these affirmations. Because you know what? The law of attraction is real. It is real. Once you believe in what's going to happen to you, it's going to happen. And once you start putting effort and time into that law of attraction, into that goal, into that vision that you have for yourself and for your team, it's going to happen. And you cannot stop once it happens, because I can promise you this. I can sit around and do nothing, okay? I can literally sit around, disappear, do nothing, and be paid what I get paid. But that's not me. But my point is, you cannot stop what's going to happen, because people in your organization, in your team, they're going to want what you want. They're going to want what you want for themselves and for their family. And so once people like Charlie and Tara and everybody else gets into that mode of focusing on what they do and help their people, help the team, have success, they're unstoppable. Whether you help them or not, it does not matter. And that's what's beautiful, what we have. We have amazing, amazing system where everyone works together as a company. It doesn't matter where you are. Honestly, I don't know who Shani enrolled Shani. I don't know who enrolled Tara. I don't know who enrolled Charlie, for example. I don't. But I don't care. I don't ask those questions. If people reach out, I go, let's do this. I just did like an hour FaceTime, Facebook Live for this group over there in Belgium. They just reached out, hey, are you available to a live training? I did. It's simple as that. I don't care where people came from. We're all in this together. But you know what's beautiful, to close this out? That top of Mount Valentis is so beautiful. When you look out from that view, you go, oh my gosh, I made it. I made it, but more importantly, I got people to make it. I got people to make it because, you know what, they deserve it. So once you're there, you're going to realize there's more. When you reach the top of that mountain, it's not over yet. It's not the end of your mission. It's not the end of your journey. You can have more to do. You can have more work. You have more responsibility. You can be more inspired, more motivated to help more people because you reached that top. So Karen, thank you very much for having us on here. I love you all. Appreciate every one of you. Let's do this, because I'll tell you right now, in the next 4 weeks, you can hear some amazing, amazing announcement from Dave Jordan.
Yes.
If you don't know who he is, you got to know his passion, because when him and I talk, we start having this emotion come out, because we know where we're going. We know our purpose. And trust me, he is on a mission to take us to so many different levels. He's going to take us all to where we need to be and to where we're able to help other people. So thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being on. Charlie, thank you so much. Shani, thank you for inviting Charlie on us. Tara, you did an amazing job.
Thank you so much for having me.
I can see all the texts coming in. People are excited. People are fired up. Guys, I just encourage you to do what Charlie says. Are you willing to get out of your comfort zone? If you are, you can have the 5 and 6 figure income every single week. So thank you guys for being on. I love you so much. Dr. Chi, I can't wait to hug your neck. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and thanks for being on. Bye-bye.